Hey there, everyone. Welcome to Final Fantasy XIV again, and we're currently in Limsa Lominsa. Hopefully you all have been paying attention, following along in the story, because I didn't include the cutscenes between here and there. So, again, I hope you all have been kind of following along. So, without further ado, we're going to get started and get into Limsa, and we'll take a quick tour. Yes, leave the landing area. In the cutscenes that you folks I chose not to include, you've actually been assigned as the envoy for your respective countries, and you're now going to go tour or deliver messages to the other city-states in Final Fantasy XIV. So in Gridania's case, it's Limsa Lominsa and Ul'dah. Okay, and they just gave us instructions on how we need to go to where we need to go. Instead of doing that immediately, we're going to take a quick tour of Limsa so that everybody knows where everything is. So, in order to go down, we have to talk to the lift attendant, and we're going to go to the Drowning Wench, which is the location of the Adventurers Guild here in Limsa Lominsa. And if you are a Limsa Lominsan, Battaron here is the guild master for the Adventurers Guild here in Limsa. So to our south, we have an Aethernet shard, which I actually can't use yet because I'm dumb. I need to get the main crystal first. I thought there was, apparently not, but I can go across over here and go down. So if I come up here, bang a left there, this will take us down to the Bulwark Hall, which is right next to the Aetheryte Plaza here in Limsa. There were several guilds here in Limsa Lominsa. The Rogues Guild, the Marauders Guild, not the Scholars. The Arcanists Guild. They become Summoners or Scholars. Fisherman's Guild. Blacksmithing. Armorer. So, if I open the map, you can see it's pretty well spread out. So, like, you want to be a fisher. Over here by the Fisherman's Guild is right there, actually. You want to be a rogue, arcanists, and then upstairs, which we'll get in a minute, we got other things. I'm going to go get the Fisherman's Pier Aethernet crystal so that we have it. I think it just went the wrong way. Yes, I did. Like a big dummy. Let's go around this way. Then we can go down this way, which will drop us pretty much right into the Fisherman's Guild. And again, the whole purpose of wanting to actually do just run around and get all these Aethernet shards and Aetherite shards is so that you can actually move more quickly around each of the city-states. So now, because there isn't another one here, I'm just going to go back up to the Aetheryte Plaza because there's one up in the Market District here, which is just off the Aetheryte plaza. Okay, so nope. This way. No, this way. Sorry, I always get turned around in this particular corner. There are a plethora of low-level jobs that you can take and quests you can accept in each of the city-states, so that when you start a new class, you don't get stuck having to try to do just a level grind, because that would be annoying and boring. So I'm going to go down here by the Arcanists Guild, because there's another Aethernet shard down here. Oops, I targeted their minion. Poof. There we go. Oops, use the Aethernet because the rest of the shards are upstairs. So there's no point in staying down here and running around that way. So if we go this way, rather this way to the north, we will come up underneath and next to, or slightly underneath and next to, the Culinarians Guild. And another Aethernet shard. And again, Culinarians Guild. Up to the north is the Marauders Guild, so that's where we're heading next, I think. Oops. I'm lost. Meh. Nope, can't go that way. Okay, so up the stairs, out the door. And around this way. And then this way. This is the Marauders Guild. Marauders turn into warriors. So then back this way, straight south. And what that'll do is it'll let us go right through the Drowning Wench. Because there is another Aethernet shard on the other side of the Wench. Right here. And there we go, just like in Gridania, once you get all of the Aethernet shards, you can get to one or two of the gates plus the airship landing. So now when I need to go to leave here, I can just go straight to the airship landing, because that's the only way I'm going to be able to really get anywhere right now. I mean, I could potentially walk to Ul'dah from here, but it's a very long walk. And I'm not walking that far. Nor am I high enough level to actually be able to pull it off. Oops. So down here to the south still, like I said, you have the blacksmiths and armorers guilds. Pretty self-explanatory there. Blacksmithing makes a lot of the material components needed in the various other crafting classes, classes and jobs. Really, I do know how to speak English. The aft castle over here, the Maelstrom Barracks, that is the free company for, not the free company, the grand company for Limsa Lominsa. So when you get far enough in the story quest, you have a choice between the Maelstrom, the Twin Adder, and the Eternal Flames to join, and obviously there are benefits to each, as well as being able to live in the affiliated residential areas. Anyway, that is it for this very short episode, for the moment anyway, because, again, I want you folks to see the story. So, until next time, we will see you later, if I can type. Till then, take care. Hey there, everyone. Welcome to the Grand Sultanate of Ul'dah. We're going to do, much like we just did in Limsa, a quick tour. We're currently in the airship landing. And much like in Limsa, you have to take a lift down to get out of the airship dock. Or landing, rather. Okay, now, I know they said, here, go here. No, we're not doing that yet. We're actually going to go elsewhere first. That way we can more easily move around Ul'dah. We're going to go to the Ruby Road Exchange. And get all the Aethernet crystals here. Although, yeah, no, this is right, because the Aetherite Plaza is down here. So, in Ul'dah, the Ruby Road Exchange is the same as the market districts in the other cities. There is currently a very large event going on in Ul'dah. Although it looks like people are missing. So I'm not sure what's going on. I have to do some reading up because that's just weird. Go this way. And it might not be that I might not be able to actually access the event until after I actually talk to Raubon and whatnot. My goodness, I am like so lost right now. Oh, okay, so I am standing right next to where I needed to. The Aetherite Plaza for Ul'dah is actually down here. This now means I can actually freely teleport between each of the 3 city-states, which is vastly important because it saves so much time over using the airship. However, it can get very costly if you don't have a lot of gil, so that is something to keep in mind. So, up this way are the entrances to the Colosseum, which is also by... which is the help, where am I? Colosseum is near the entrance to the Gladiators Guild. Up where we're going now, the Eorzean Ossuary is the Thaumaturge's Guild. Thaumaturges turn into black mages. One of my favorites. Because that is what my main class is. The Quicksand, which is back up by the Aetheryte Plaza, is the Adventurers Guild here in Ul'dah. So we're going to teleport back to the crystal. Head out here. Over here is the Eternal Flames Grand Company Center, for once of a better description. Well, the event does appear to be running, but I'm not seeing a lot of people, so I'm not exactly sure what's going on. It's kind of weird. It might be that everybody's already, for the most part, done the event, so there's not a lot of people hanging around to do it right now. So we do this. Okay, and I was actually wrong. Ruby Road Exchange is next to the Adventurers Guild. That's not where the primary marketplace is in Ul'dah. It's right over here in the Steppes of Thal. And this is the... I can't remember what it's called. But this is Sapphire Avenue Exchange. So this is where all your marketplace stuff is in Ul'dah. And there are several Aethernet shards here in this part of Ul'dah. And as you can see, Ul'dah is kind of a strange city compared to the others, or city-state. It might be a sultanate, but it's probably the one that was the most affected by the calamity. And you can tell that by looking at the way the area is organized. It's actually kind of sad and depressing a little bit, because it's very depressed in some regions. In other regions, it's very lavishly decorated. And so, like I said, Gladiators Guild, you've got goldsmiths, miners, and weavers here in Ul'dah. In addition to the others. Now, I believe there is one more... No, excuse me, there are 2 more Aethernet shards I need to go get. One is here at the Colosseum, or by the Colosseum. The other one is at up in the Hustings Strip, which is the more or less Royal Palace. And that's where we're heading now. If I haven't gotten turned around anyway. This is probably my least favorite of the 3 nations, only because of the way it is organized. It's kind of very dark and not as much equality between the various classes. And by classes, I mean like upper class, lower class, rich, poor, yada yada. It's very segregated in Ul'dah. However, one of my favorite rulers is here, so it's all good. Oh, there's apparently one more. What one did I miss? Yeah, the Alchemist Guild. I actually forgot that was here. Go up these stairs. I completely and totally forgot the Alchemist Guild was here. Okay, and then with the attuning, finishing the attunement to this, should be able to have access to 2 gates plus, there you go, the airship landing. Ta-da! Now with that done, I'm going to leave it here again, and that'll be actually it for this entire episode. So, folks, I hope you've enjoyed the quick tours around the city-states. Go ahead and get caught up, play through the story, and we'll catch you for the next episode, where I'm not exactly sure where we'll be. We could be still here in Ul'dah, we could be in Limsa, or we could wind up back in Gridania. Till next time, folks, take care.